Hello everyone, we are going to talk about hybrid inheritance. As you know, in hybrid inheritance, we have a combination of more than one type of inheritance. If you look at the diagram here, we have base 1 and base 2 acting as the base classes for the derived class ibase. So this is an example of multiple inheritance up till this point, and ibase itself acts as the base class for my derived classes derived 1 and derived 2. So if you look at the entire diagram, it is a combination of multiple as well as multi-level inheritance, commonly called as or grouped as it comes under the umbrella of hybrid inheritance. Now if you look at the breakdown of these classes, we are going to keep the code simple. So in base 1 class, we have no data members but only a member function called fun1, which is present in the public section. Base 2 class, once again no data members but only a member function called fun2. Intermediate base class, the structure remains the same, no data members, public function called fun3. Derived 1 class, derived 2 class, no data members but only member functions named fun4 and fun5. Let's code it out. So we are going to start. My file is called hybridinherit.cpp. I am going to start with including the header file using namespace standard. Let's code out the first base class. As we discussed, no data members, only a public member function called void fun1, which has no body but just one cout statement called or printing base 1 class. Let's code out base 2, no data members in the public section, just one thing, fun2. So let's go ahead and let's put down base 2 class. Let's close it off. Let's code out ibase, which is nothing but intermediate base class, which is inheriting publicly from base 1, publicly from base 2. So up till this point, we have demonstrated an example of multiple inheritance. The ibase class inheriting both from base 1 as well as base 2. So let's hold down fun3. In fun3 we will print out intermediate base class, and let's hold down derived 1, which publicly is inheriting from ibase. So once again here I'm going to pick void fun4. Let's go ahead and let me write down derived 1 class here. Let's code out derived 2, not 22 but 2, once again publicly inheriting from ibase, and in the public section contains a function called fun5. And let's go ahead and let's print out derived 2 class. Okay, let's pause for a moment here. Let's look at our classes. We have class base 1, void fun1, does nothing but prints base 1 class. Class base 2, fun2 function, prints base 2. ibase, intermediate base class, publicly inheriting from base 1 as well as from base 2. We have derived 1 class, publicly inheriting from ibase. Derived 2 class, publicly inheriting from ibase. Let's create first of all an object called obj of derived 1 class, an object called obj1 of derived 2 class. Now if you look at the structure here, derived 1 class object would have access to which all functions? Fun1, fun2, fun3 and fun4. So let's give it a call. Fun1, we will have fun2, we will have fun3, and we will have fun4. If you look at derived 2, since it is inheriting from ibase, it will have access to its own function fun5 as well as the function fun3 from ibase. since it is public inheritance and we are dealing with only public functions here, it will also have access to functions fun2 and fun1. So let's go ahead and let me just copy and paste here, and here I will rename the object as obj1. This would not be fun4, this should be fun5, not 145, fun5. And let's go ahead and let's compile it. So G++ and hybrid inherit.cpp. Got lucky again, no errors. Let's run it. So obj class has access to fun1 function, which prints base1 class, fun2 function printing base2 class, intermediate, so it prints intermediate base class, and since it is an object of derived1 class, it prints derived1 class. Look at the other lines of the output, base1 class, because now I am making an object of derived2 class. So I would end up getting an output base1 class, this is fun1, base2 class, fun2. We have intermediate base class, ibase, fun3, and finally derived2 class. Now derived2 class is nothing but fun5 here. So this is a very simple example and explanation of hybrid inheritance. Once again, the code will be available in the links section in the GitHub repository. The file is called hybridinherit.cpp. Happy learning. Take care. Be safe.